Hey guys, it's Coach Sean with Black Wolves Baseball, and today we're going to be talking about youth baseball and my opinions on the current state of club baseball. I'm going to give you guys some tips and tools on how to choose your club teams and what to look out for. Let's jump right in. So my name is Sean Blackwolf. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm pretty new to this YouTube thing, but it's something I'm passionate about, passing on my knowledge that I gained throughout my 10 years of playing professional baseball. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for caring about your baseball career or your son's baseball career. And I'm here to help out any way I can. So club baseball, the good, the bad, the ugly. And there's a lot of all of it. Right. So anything I say, it's not all bad. It's not all good. But there's definitely some good. There's some bad that's come with it as well. But it's $1 billion industry. That's the part that I don't like about it. Tournament directors are pushing year-round tournaments upon us. I train kids and I coach, and either you were just trying out leading into this fall season for club teams, or you're getting ready to try out for club teams. And things that I think that you should definitely look for in club teams. Number one, find a coach that you think is going to make your kid the best baseball player and best person that they can be. In-game coaching, that's a big one. It's hard to do, and that's why a coach has to be good at it. And in-practice coaching, we're not just running drills, pointless drills to kill the time, and I'm seeing a lot of that. So do some research. Established programs are a plus. But also a lot of time with those established programs, they have grown very big and very watered down because it is hard to maintain it all the way around. Do your research on if this is a team that plays just to win tournaments, which in my opinion is a huge no-no. I don't care. I played 10 years of pro ball, and never once did we sit in the bullpen and talk about what games we won when we were 10 and what tournaments we won. I don't like the tournament setup for youth baseball. Playing 3 to 5 games in a weekend is not beneficial to a lot of kids. I think that we can get better by doing a controlled environment and having live ABs at practice or in a facility where you get 10 to 20 at bats. And if you walk, you stay in there. If you're a parent or a kid, think about the last tournament that you played in. How many of those games did you have at least 2 walks in the game? So you played 4 games in a tournament, and you walked 1 to 2 times per game. So you have 4 to 8 walks. A lot of times games in run rules. So that's where our practice reps become huge. Is the coach, is the program creating an environment where you are able to develop in practice. And also those at bats, whether it's a strikeout or a walk, is the coach providing good feedback for you to become a better baseball player? Is he encouraging your kid or you? Are you walking away from that tournament knowing what you can do to be better and feeling encouraged? Or are you defeated because your coach yelled and screamed because he cared about if you got a base hit or not to win a game? That does no one any good except for the coach getting bragging rights to try to grow his program. And me personally, I'm going to grow my brand and my program by kids coming back 10 years later and saying, Coach, you made me a better baseball player. You made me a better human being. You taught me life lessons through baseball. The stuff you taught me, I was able to implement into my baseball training, which ultimately allowed me to play in college or make my high school team or make it to professional baseball. Kind of jumped around there, and we looked at some of the positive and negatives. Is this coach or is this program not results driven? And results driven by what we can see. Little Johnny can hit a line drive to center field and have a great swing where he stays back, he makes contact out in front, but in the book, that's an out. So little Johnny goes 0 for 1 with the walk. The coach can tell him good swing. You have to make sure you relay that he did what he was wanting to do at the plate. Now, little Johnny, game 2 on Saturday, right? Because you play multiple games a day, time limit. Little Johnny goes 3 for 3 with a jam shot over second base, a roll over to shortstop, and a swinging bunt that the third baseman should have made the play, but he missed the ball, so it goes down as a hit. Little Johnny feels great after going 3 for 3. Is that going to transfer to him playing in high school? The sad truth is no. And most coaches won't say, hey, you rolled over on that curveball, Johnny. We have to stay back and keep our barrel through the zone to try to get a line drive up the middle there. Every good or bad at bat has a lesson we can learn from it. And that's what I really want you guys to look at in the coaching, because you're paying this coach to hopefully know more than you. And if not, if you played baseball yourself and you have just as good of a resume and an understanding for baseball and how the body works as your coach, you're paying him to teach your son. So you can sit back and then learn from the coach and relay that to your kids. So we have one voice coming, not just what team is little Johnny's friends playing on. That's the worst thing you can do for your son, in my opinion. And so I'm also torn because now we have a lot of, I call them club hoppers, parents and kids that hop around from team to team. They're not the problem. The problem is the system has created that because very few club programs are providing us with a good environment where we're actually teaching the kids. So you don't know what you're looking for in every club team, because ultimately I believe they don't know what they're doing. They're just copying each other. So you're getting the same thing everywhere you go. Ultimately, I don't care if your son plays or trains with me. I care that your son finds a good program, and I want to impact youth baseball and youth sports to help make it better for my kids and my kids' kids and their kids. The current path that we're down in youth sports is very dangerous. We're charging more and more money. We are pricing kids out and we're providing less value. I understand a little league coach not knowing what he's talking about. He's doing the best he can for the kids. And I can sit in the stands and I can respect that. And I'm okay with it. I might tell my son to do something different because I have a little different background with playing pro baseball for 10 years and being around some of the greats in the game and some of the greatest minds in the game. But when I'm paying you $200 to $300 a month for 2 tournaments and 2 practices and they're poorly run, what am I paying you for? Then I might as well do it myself. Now we're creating more teams that don't know what they're doing and watering down the system even more. So I don't have the ultimate solution. It's going to be little by little, people like myself getting into youth sports and making a change and doing it the right way. And it's not the right way because it's how I feel. I don't have all the answers either. I can always run my team better. And I'm learning from other good coaches, former players that I played with, to be the best that I can be. And lastly, even during season, please focus on development, working out, being athletic. Coaches and parents, please listen up to this. Let the kids be athletic, right? We understand that the athletic window until they're 10, 12 years old is way more important than the athletic window when they're in high school. When they're in high school, if we taught them to be good athletes and they're athletic, now when they're in high school, we can narrow that down and we can fine tune their mechanics with their athleticism. But if we focus too much on mechanics with youth athletes, we're taking away their athleticism.